Hello and welcome to one of the special environments in college football. Clemson folks call this the original Death Valley. It is rocking in anticipation of this battle today. And this is a special date on the college football calendar. Number 1 versus number 2 here late in the season. This, folks, is a potential national championship game preview, as we'll see a team that made use of a bye week, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Tigers will kick this away to start us off. That one goes out of bounds, a less than ideal beginning to this game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. Can he get there on the ground? Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back at coming up with that conversion.
The Volunteers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that previous play. Looking to pass this time. Using his legs here. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense of being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? And he laid the hit stick on him there.
Running play called on 3rd and short. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, it's early in this football game, but the defense had a golden opportunity to come up with a stop, and they allow him to run the football on him to get the first down, and now it's 1st and goal. Missed a golden opportunity. Let's see how they respond here.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Nowhere to run. The defense swarms him. They'll lose 5 on the play.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. 3rd and goal, looking to throw the ball. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Vols.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Tennessee, 7, Clemson, 0.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Now they'll run it on the toss. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
I love to watch this offense when they can dominate the line of scrimmage and have a talented back behind him. You continue to pick up first downs. You get the rhythm going. We've been watching Tennessee offenses do that for a long time.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Launching downfield. He makes the grab. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Volunteers will line up now. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. And they'll set up now for the extra point try.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back, and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass here on second down. That's caught. It's Moore. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Important third down play coming up. They go with a direct snap. Enough for a first down at the 37.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Tennessee 14, Clemson 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That one moves the ball across the 40.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Ball handed off. Fights through a tackle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And that catch is hauled in. A first down pickup tackle at the 45.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Always looking to throw. And looking for a big play here. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Now the important point after attempt. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
The Volunteers are going to keep this drive rolling. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Vols begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Tackle, but first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Aiming for the end zone. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Tennessee. Can you say methodical? Marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Tennessee 21, Clemson 7.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Fighting off the defender. Under pressure, hit as he throws. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
You know, I've talked to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Heads out of bounds after a solid game, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Back to throw again. Looking for his big tight end. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Look out, he's got some space. At the 30 now. At the 10 now. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown. Bombs.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw, comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The timeout is called. It's on strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And the pass is hauled in over the middle.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down, and he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. He's got to shake that off now. It's third down coming up.
Really good job here by the defense and coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Now it's third and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Quarterback drops back. Looking for his big tight end. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That's a crucial score for the offense. Chipping away, Kirk, just trying to stay in this game here.
It's too early to see if this touchdown is going to change the momentum and allow them to cut down into the lead even further. But if you're this head coach, you tell your team, let's just keep chipping away.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense back out on the field now. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Refusing to be brought down. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down. It crosses midfield to the 46. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The Vols will line up on 1st and 10. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. On the ground, it's Lewis. And the defense tackles him in what should be the final play of this first half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And here comes a deep shot. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Vols will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. And you get the second half started with a running play. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up. Handoff to the right side. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And he'll drop back here on third down. Checks this down to the running back. Stopped at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Come to the line for second down and very short now. They're going to run it here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. And then first down, right back to the running game. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play. Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Clemson. This game is far from over. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you can score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. And there's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's brought down out at the 46.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Can he make it to the marker? They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff on a counter. Here's the second down play. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Pulls it in. It's Fowler. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, great throw and a first down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and, you know, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. Started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, won the national title in '98. Hendon Hooker, what he did a few years ago. Go back to Josh Dobbs. Boy, they got some great quarterbacks that have played here.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And they'll go right back to him on first down. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. This offense is still clicking. So the offense flexing here, and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Yeah, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
21.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And they'll use the ground game here. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, For me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Handoff heading left. They make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter.
Tennessee 35, Clemson 21.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. Eludes a tackle. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He picks up the first down before they get into the ground.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line. But give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Touchdown, Tigers! And the comeback is on. That's an important score. We've got one possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. Just runs through a man. A mismatch. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll run it here. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. And it'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
28.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Really excellent possession last time. They mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. He'll throw it now. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. The Tigers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Second down. We're going to throw it. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
At this point in the game, Chris, these guys have got to get the ball thrown downfield. You're down by a couple possessions. The clock is becoming your enemy. You need vertical shots downfield. These short gains are not going to help you.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Makes a quick catch. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense in bounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Or it's snapped to the back. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, I'll be honest with you. I thought on fourth down and one, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The catch is made for a huge pickup. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. He'll hand it off. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. That's a second and goal play for the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on 4th down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Touchdown, Clemson. And the comeback continues.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point. You cover an onside kick. You never know.
Now the try for 2. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And the pass is incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
Lined up in regular kickoff formation here. 2 timeouts, final minute. I'm not sure they've done the math here. Surprised they're not going for the onside kick. Return begins inside the 10. And a returner being brought down. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Trying the old counter play here. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And the Volunteers enter the final minute of play, looking to run the clock out and win the game. Handoff here from the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Gain of 6. Brings up 2nd down.
The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball.